Hello, my name is Adam Soul Pequeño, and I will be talking to you guys about the saxophone. So, the saxophone family consists of many saxophones, but the three primarily used ones are the alto, the tenor sax, and the baritone sax. The alto sax is a much more smaller, compact instrument. The tenor sax is much more elongated, and the baritone saxophone is a much more larger and elongated as well compared to the other two. It also has a much deeper voicing compared to the tenor and alto. So the cost of these instruments usually range. The alto sax usually goes from about 1,000 to 4,000, depending on the brand. If it's new, those are usually the price ranges. If it's used, and it's usually going to cost less than the new ones. And the alto sax is usually around 2 to 4. The tenor sax is usually around 4 to 6, and the baritone sax is usually around 8 to 10. That's brand new, but used the prices drop. So it just all depends. Also on the brands, which are Yamaha. There's also Selmer, the most well-known ones, and all that. It all depends on the brand, if it's used or new, and all that. And for reeds, there is many different types of brands that have their own strengths and weaknesses, such as Van Doren. They're more used for classical because they're more of a. It helps with beginner. It helps with learning more advanced music, which is in classical. And Rico is more used with beginners to help them begin the saxophone, how to play it, how the reed's supposed to feel. Van Doren is much used for advanced players as well as bigger reeds, which help with making darker tones or stuff like that. Now, on a saxophone, it has a lot of keys, and each of those individual keys has their own button, excuse me, that correlates to a pad under it that covers the whole of the saxophone. So that keeping in mind, there is things you have to remember to take care of the saxophone, such as not allowing the pads on the keys to get wet, not allowing it to grow mold on it, because that's a possibility, but it's very hard to do, and also to not damage it, bend any of the keys, or break any parts. 'Cause any little broken thing, screw, anything can make the horn sound completely different than what it should actually do. Thankfully, to repair a saxophone in a maintenance shop, it's a whole lot cheaper than taking a brass instrument. Usually, a lot of the times, it's just to rekey the instrument, to repad the instrument, which is not that expensive compared to actually fixing the instrument, thankfully. Now, with all that in mind, it's if you're a beginner looking for an instrument, if you've seen the movie Whiplash, you want to be like all those jazzy guys, then the saxophone will be the way to go.